Welcome back to Movie Recaps. Today I will show you an action, adventure, comedy film from 2021, titled Free Guy. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. Free City is an on-the-web, open-world computer game created by Tsunami Games. Its source code was taken from an unreleased game called Life Itself, created by Walter Keyes McKee and Millie Rusk, and utilized by Tsunami's head engineer Antoine Hovachlik to make Free City. Keyes has since accepted a position at Tsunami, while Millie invests energy inside Free City as her symbol Molotov Girl to discover proof of code that she and Keyes had composed and to demonstrate that they are the legitimate proprietors of the code. In the game, Guy, a non-player character, NPC, functions as a bank employee and invests energy with his dearest companion and associate, Bank Safety Officer Buddy, unconscious that his reality is a computer game. At some point, he experiences Molotov Girl, who is singing the melody that he says his beauty queen will like and starts to veer off from his programming. He takes a couple of shades from a player who attempts to burglarize his bank, through which he sees Free City from the player's head-up show, HUD. Fellow addresses Millie, who at first thinks he is another player named Blue Shirt Guy, and not a NPC. She advises him to step up to over 100 proceeding she will address him once more. Keyes and his associate Mouser trust Guy to be a programmer masked as a NPC and ineffectively endeavor to forbid him from the game. Maybe then step up through ruinous demonstrations, Guy picks to perform great deeds, finishing missions inside Free City to arrive at level 102. His idealistic movement, which stands apart from those of different players, brings about Blue Shirt Guy, turning into an overall sensation. Millie and Guy meet again when she breaks into the stash, another player's all-around insured compound that holds proof of her source code. Fellow helps Millie get away from the stash, and Millie is confused when Guy needs to kiss her. Keyes understands that Guy is genuinely an NPC, and that his mindfulness occurred from man-made consciousness, AI, code containing Millie's own inclinations that Keyes had remembered for life itself, which thus had driven Guy to foster a heartfelt interest in Millie. Also, Guy's ensuing cooperations with different NPCs have driven them to foster mindfulness too. Keyes chooses to assist Millie with recovering their code before Free City is cleared off of Tsunami's workers to clear a path for its continuation, Free City 2, in 2 days. At the point when Millie comes clean with Guy of his circumstance, Guy severs their relationship, revealing to her that he is enamored with her. In any case, subsequent to consulting with Buddy about the circumstance, Guy understands that there was more than adoration in their relationship and gains full consciousness. Fellow gets back to Millie and consents to help. Fellow breaks into the stash again with Buddy's assistance, where its proprietor, perceiving Guy, surrenders the proof. Fellow's proceeded with notoriety compromises the dispatch of Free City 2, and Antoine orders Keyes and Mouser to reboot the whole game. However, Keyes rejects and Antoine reboots the game himself. In the game, Millie discovers Guy with no recollections of his awareness. However, reviewing Keyes' recommendation that Guy would require an update, she kisses him. Fellow's awareness is re-established, and he reviews the area of the island, part of Life Itself that won't be shielded from the forthcoming information wipe and which is the main verification of Millie and Keyes' unique code. Antoine then, at that point, attempts to straightforwardly dispose of Guy and Molotov Girl from the game by raising their needed level to greatest. Yet as Guy and Millie have convinced different NPCs in the game that they are more than their programming, they presently don't react to outside orders and decline to meddle. Antoine then, at that point, resorts to straightforwardly controlling the game geography to kill Guy and Molotov Girl, while Keyes rolls out his own improvements to ensure and guide them to the island, broadcasting the work to all of the Free City players who had been catapulted from the game. Antoine fires Keyes and afterwards sends Dude, a strong, incomplete duplicate of Guy created for Free City 2, into the game. Unfit to overcome him in direct battle, Guy puts his shades onto Dude, the HUD diverting the significantly less experienced AI endlessly. Antoine then, at that point, goes into Tsunami's worker room and starts annihilating the game's workers with a fire hatchet in a final desperate effort to keep his burglary from being uncovered, driving Mouser to find Antoine's wrongdoings and get terminated. However, Guy comes to the island before he can obliterate the final remaining one, an occasion that is seen by gamers everywhere. With the robbery uncovered, Antoine holds the excess worker prisoner and requests that Millie leave her claim and give up the Free City licensed innovation, IP, alongside the benefits from the game. Millie, accepting the genuine worth of the game as in its programming, excitedly concurs. The game's occupants are saved. Without Millie and Key's code, Free City 2 is a disastrous disappointment at dispatch. Antoine is criticized by the media for his currently uncovered violations and he is captured for robbery and criminal harm. Keys, Mouser, and Millie start a fruitful new organization with the recuperated code to deliver free life, bringing Guy, Buddy, Dude, and the other Free City NPCs into it. On account of Guy, Millie understands that Key's code was truth be told an affection letter to her, and they embrace and kiss. Fellow reunites with Buddy, and they start to carry on with their own carries on within Free Life without following their unique Free City coding.